Hey Wes, how you doing, man?
Not bad, yourself?
All right. Hey, just going over yesterday. I mean, obviously, you guys have been anticipating that the season might be a tough start for you guys with the short break in between. Um, you know, what stands out on film, and what do you think will be taken care of with just sort of time and getting in the right conditioning, and what needs sort of more direct work from you guys?
I think you just said it. You answered your own question. It's just going to be a matter of all of us gelling, and that'll happen. We didn't get a chance to play pickup together. We didn't get a chance to do, multiple preseason games together. This is a new team, and new circumstances for everybody. So, it's not something that anybody here is worried about. Obviously, last night was less than ideal on everybody's part. It was not the outcome that any of us wanted or anticipated, but being realistic with ourselves, being realistic with the situation and the task at hand, we know it's not going to be perfect every single night. So we understand that there's going to be some roadblocks. We understand that there's going to be some games that are like that. Obviously you want to be still find a way to win them. And after that first quarter, we kind of put ourselves in a good position to battle and got the game close. But we fell a little bit short. But this was 9, 10 days together. It'll work. It'll gel. And practice was good. Practice was beneficial. We learned a lot through film. Um, and look forward to the next one.
Dave?
Hey Wes, with the situation that's going on in Houston, and not even talking about James Harden in particular, but there's reports that several of the players are not going to be able to play in their season opener tonight, and there's also questions about contact tracing just because the guys were spending time together as a team. Um, have you considered that type of situation as being inevitable for your team, and how can you wrap around your head around it, considering this uneasy ground you're headed towards?
I'm not really sure about what the situation in Houston is, so I don't really know if I can really comment on it in the in specifics. But obviously, we know that this virus is out there, and this virus is. And I think I said to you guys early before the season started was, it's going to be the team that can stay the healthiest and stay the smartest and be available. Obviously, it's going to be tricky. It's something that we've all talked about, and it just goes back to the accountability of yourself and of everybody in this organization. We do this for not only so we can play basketball, but we all got families at home. And obviously there might be some inevitable, but doing the little things that can help prevent the contact tracing, like wearing masks and stuff on the sidelines and stuff. Just making sure you're following all the guidelines like we're doing here to hopefully minimize um, the exposure and minimize the risk of people not being available to play.
Thanks.
Norm?
Hey Wesley, I just wanted to go back to that first question about patience and understanding kind of the roadblocks early here in the season. You came here obviously for the opportunity to chase a championship, and this team is talking a lot about repeating and defending their championship. Is it hard to have that same kind of patience and kind of intellectual understanding of what the first month of the season might be like when you guys have that goal also, and you want to kind of get going on it?
Absolutely, and I can't necessarily speak for everybody else, but I can definitely speak on my behalf that that's going to be one of the biggest things for me, is to be patient in that moment and not want to get everything right away, and to take everything day by day and understand it and have some leniency with myself. I hold myself to a standard that no critic, no anybody else could ever match, and so I want to be able to put together games that I hold myself to, and also understanding that this is a new environment for not only myself but for everybody, and that it is just one game. Even though you want to win all of them, the realization is no team's ever gone 82-0 or 72-0, however many games we're playing this year, and to know that there's going to be there's good things in games like last night. We were able to put together a solid film session, we were able to learn the new guys and like myself and guys that have already been here, to be able to communicate and have dialogue that we're going to have in game, and being able to recognize it, being able to see it, and know that it's a marathon. The last season took a year to finish, so it's a marathon, and we just got to take everything day by day.
I'll take a few more. Jovan?
Hey Wesley, I'm curious, was there anything you were surprised by or encouraged by on the film, or something you felt you guys were maybe ahead of schedule on?
I think for the most part, the instituting, getting acclimated with the new, well, at least for myself and some of the other new guys, acclimated with the new style of defense, the philosophies, the schemes. I mean, all of that stuff is different everywhere you go, and playing with different personnel. Different guys can do different things, and you just got to learn each other. You got to learn that maybe I don't have to help as much, or maybe I got to be here a little bit faster, or I don't have to worry as much about this because this guy's capable of doing that. All the things that you get from playing pickup with each other, all things that you get over a normal off season, we're not able to get, and we have to learn on the fly and get on the fly, and we will. So I guess that's the encouraging thing, is that every conversation, every film session, every breakdown is talked about amongst everybody, so that mistakes that were made in the past don't happen again.
Okay, we're going to take one more. Alan Sleewa.
Hey Wes, curious to get your thoughts just in previous, when you start off with a new team, or just in general, new season starts. I know there isn't an exact number to it or anything like that, but 20 games in, 30 games in, just in your experience, how long does it take to where you feel like, okay, guys are starting to gel together? Is there kind of a timetable that you feel over your 12 years that halfway through the season, is there just anything along that kind of a timeline that you think you can relate to?
That's a good question. That's something that I have never really thought about as far as trying to generalize that, but I think every team is different. I mean, just like life, everything is different. Every situation presents a different outcome and a different chance to either get better or get worse. And so I think that right now in this frame, in this state that we're in with this team, I don't know where the curve is. I mean, we could hit all cylinders starting on Christmas, or it could take us, the first road trip. It's usually something in a season that a benchmark in a season for every team that, takes them this way or takes them this way. And what it is for us, I'm not sure. But I'm very optimistic with the level of talent that is on this team, and even more so the IQ level of this team, that the curve will be drastically shorter.